you got this shit, my nigga?
You see that picture?
No. I'm gonna get back to it. You just something?
I been had sent it when I told you.
Yeah, but you know, we've been talking.
All right, but hang up and come right back.
No. I'm gonna get the picture. I'm letting the video. Okay. Let me blow it up and see what you put on your whistle line.
But real shit, son.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me post it, so I had to change that shit. I'm finally getting on. I had to think of some shit.
Think of something else to even put it on.
Hell yeah.
Boy,
See,
you gotta set up like a motherfucker in your shit, bro. I see why you can't smoke in your room.
why you say that?
Cause you got so much shit off in them.
Nah, it's cause my mama won't let me, nigga.
Well, yeah, that too. But then again, you don't want to smoke in the house, no way.
Nigga, if this was my house, nigga, I be blowing big. I wouldn't blow cigarettes in this house, but gas, hell yeah.
Cause me and my daughter was saying that shit yesterday when I went over there. She was like, "You can smoke anything in the house. You can't smoke that shit in the house. You can smoke that shit in the house." I'm like, you know, I ain't smoking shit in the house. I'm like, you know, I don't want to smoke shit no way.
Yeah.
I came around here.
Cigarettes just leave a fucking.
Old ass odor.
Yeah.
Shit leave old ass odor.
Yeah. But weed, I don't mind that smell.
And gas don't even sit up like that, no way. You can walk in, like my sister, they smoke all through their house. But if you walk in their house, you can't say they smoke in their house.
Yeah.
There ain't no tobacco getting smoked in that bitch.
Yeah.
They don't smoke tobacco over there, no way. Like, they smoke, but they don't smoke tobacco. So she'll give me blunts out of that bitch all day long. But if I walk over there and smoke tobacco, my shit be like, oh, get out of here with that. And I wouldn't even want to smoke no black come out in nobody's house, no way. That's why my grandmother regulated that shit where you can't smoke cigarettes in her house, no way. My grandmother regulated that shit. And she smoked cigarettes like a motherfucker. She smoked gas in house. She smoked cigarettes outside.
Yeah.
She said it. She's like, no, because what we doing with these, unfortunately, what we doing with these houses now, because they still came back with that hard ass inside of her house. It's a hard because they know they got them bad ass kids. And she knew that. So she's like, you gonna put this in there. But this ain't gonna hold nothing. But in that shit, you won't want to smoke no cigarette in the house, no way.
Yeah.
We smoked weed in the house because she didn't like smoke outside. She'll come out on the front porch, smoke a cigarette early in the morning with a cup of coffee and watch the kids play and shit like that. And then when she started smoking weed, she won't go in the house. They don't even know what I smoke. They know I smoke, but they don't even know what I smoke. That's thinking on my ass about walking around with cigarettes behind my ear and shit like that. I can't have no cigarettes behind my ear.
My man, looks like you got some good rest. We hitting the city tonight?
What else I couldn't do? Work from 9 to 5. After 5, I got to cut my phone out. She can run. She can do whatever she wants. This is her house. I can't say what she can do in her house. She can run. But her clientele, you couldn't tell who her clientele was. Because it would be everybody. Because her clientele was old ass people come by them pills and shit. And then my clientele just be all over the place. Because she would let me say, I said anything, but we don't sell crack. We start selling crack. Crack stuff mess up the household. She's like, crack is whack. She's like,
She said crack is whack.
Yeah, because she smoked crack. She did. I remember going through my grandma's, bro. Man, I ain't gonna lie about nothing, bro. I remember going through my grandmother, bro. We took my grandma away from the house. She took away the pair of drawers she had on, one other pair of drawers that was brand new that I love to take away from there, and we ain't love to take a toothbrush away from the toothbrush look like shit. We brought everything else away from it. We walked away from that bitch with one pair of drawers on, a pair of drawers in our hand, and that's it. We left everything else there. So you leave this shit.
No evidence, huh?
She left.
Like a motherfucker.
She was over on the old Mount Broadway. She walked away from that shit. She just stopped smoking that shit. She was just out up. And when she left that shit, she got back on her note. Don't tell her shit after that. Because she got back into where she was. Because she was used to having money, but that took her down. Well, I'm saying she was having money, she was just having enough money. I mean, one time I was in jail, and I called. It was like Hurricane Ike was going on, and I got knocked. Well, I got knocked somewhere out of bounds, and I got knocked. And I was in the county, and so I called home. I was like, "What you doing?" She was in 0790, and she was like, "I'm sitting by the window. I got my gun. I got my pills." I say, "Granny, you know how they go." She say, "No, nobody coming in. Nobody coming in. Come to the window. And if it ain't nobody I know, ain't nobody that's coming up walking to the window. So it's only people that know me, and they coming to the window. But I got this thing right here, so when they get out of line, they can get it."
Yeah. Like a motherfucker.
What? Man, my granny was real, and she learned from my mama. My mama was stupid. I remember my mama. She went and got 2 brand new IROCs, bro. She had 2 brand new IROCs. She parked one in the driveway, and she had one parked in the front of the house. She called from the other car. She had a car phone in one of them. And she had a car phone in both of them. She had a car phone, so she called. She said, "Come outside, look what I got." We was like, "Damn." She was like, "Yeah." But she had been working so long. She working for the penitents, and then she got on her stick with the pill game.
Ooh, you
My grandma
styling on me, boy.
they started fucking with the
Looking real
angels,
good.
and they took off. They took off like a motherfucker. So when I went to the county, bro, so when I was in the county, I go in the county. I finally fucking get upstairs, right? Man, show you how whack these niggas is, bro. These niggas whacked in the bitch in the county, bro. And they talk about that punching. The one, you don't get that came in. He was about that punching. He was about that punching. But the niggas, the other niggas that was felonious niggas that I ended up having to be around until the Acres Home niggas woke up. Was one Acres Home nigga that was already woke, but he was playing cards when I first walked in. So I ain't jump in and talk to them and was talking about it. But when I first walked in, he's like, "Oh, I know you." I was like, "Huh?" He's like, "Huh?" He's like, "I know you." I was like, "Huh?" He was telling me stories, and then he found out I was one of the Howard nephews. So then when I chilled. He's like, "You got what you need?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't got no deodorant." He's like, "Hold on." So he gave me some deodorant. Because they don't give you deodorant, they give you soap and shit when you come upstairs. So he gave me some deodorant. He's like, "Man, when the other big homies wake up, we finna start cooking." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I laid back for a minute. And he said when the big homie wake up, we finna start cooking. So so I sat down at the table. And then that's when I encountered the other homies from the hood. Cause we made eye contact, and I just gave her head, and I was like, gave her head nut. And so I put my head back down, and then he was like, "Why you keep on looking at me?" I was like, man, I ain't looking at you,
Damn,
man.
you
He's like, man, I'm on the phone. I said,
nice,
man,
my
I ain't
boy.
looking at you. And I just put my head back down. And I was like, man, because I wasn't looking at that nigga. And I wasn't. But, so, put my head down. And I was like, man, shit. I was like, fuck. I got up. I'm like, man, fuck, bro. I'm like, fuck. I got to take me a bath. Take me a bath. I fuck. I jumped in the shower. Took me a bath. And when I got out, he was off the phone. He was like, man, I was on the phone with my daughter. I was like, bro, again, I wasn't trying to be in. I wasn't nothing. I said, I looked at you. We made eye contact. You said I'm on the phone. I said yes. I look back down. He say, man. He say, damn, nigga, where you from? I say, shit, hold on, let me, shit. I say, man, let me take the shirt off. I'm getting sweaty now, nigga. He say, damn, nigga, he say, you gotta be Acres home ass nigga. Just like that. I was like, huh? He's like, goddamn, you sweating on your nose and you already riled up. You don't know where we finna go with this shit. I'm like, man, bro. I say, man, because I keep on telling you I got my head down, bro, and you keep on going back at me. He's like, yeah, you Acres home nigga. I take my shirt off. He said, yeah, god damn, bro. He's like, damn, nigga. He's like, hold on, man. He say, you already talked to, what's that? I can't remember that nigga name. I talked to, that nigga name started with him. They called him Big Fofo, and they called him Little Fofo. But then when I came in, they started calling me and him Little Fofo, but they was like, oh, we just all Fofos now. They was like, God damn it, which one of y'all? I say, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I say, man, I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit. I say, nigga, I'm waiting to go see the magistrate tomorrow. I'm waiting to see the magistrate in the morning, and then shit, we're gonna see what this court date's looking like. Cause I say, and they gave me no bond so far. I got no bond. They're like, yeah, I got no bond. I'm like, yeah, fuck. Like, yeah, I'm fucked up right now, but I'll get a bond. And then we'll see what the bond do. I said, I hope they don't jack that bitch up to the fucking moon. Cause I don't want to pay no shit like that through the moon, bro. I don't want to pay no shit through the moon.
Yeah, nah.
I say, I said they can't really even hit me with nothing because they trying to give me a possession case, but it ain't even what they say. Shit, what they trying to say? I say shit. Possession PCP.
Hi.
One of the programs. He say PCP. One of the programs. And everybody look at each other, and I say, same thing I'm thinking. I say, you know, nigga, water, grams, don't fit in the same category. We already know that. We already know that.
Yeah.
They like, yeah, like shit. What they talking about? So I say, man, I say, man, you already know. I'm tell y'all the truth. This how the play went. I'm like, shit, I'm at the SNA, and they like, oh goddamn, everybody's like, you don't know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he Hollywood. He say, that's where I know you from. That's where I know you from. He say, my Uncle Howard. I'm like, oh shit. I said, oh shit, well, you know me then. He say, yeah, I know you. He say, man. He started going, he went into his story right quick. So he started telling me his story where he knew me from that one night. He said, man, you came to Uncle Howard's house one night. He was upstairs with what's his name? And after he showed that 9mm rifle, I'm like, oh, fuck. You ever left Saturday night? He was like, yeah, we were asleep. But, yeah, I was like, oh, shit, yeah. Y'all niggas was up that day. Howard, you know Howard.
Yeah.
He had everybody up in that bitch. You know them niggas selling crack. Niggas selling crack up in that bitch. Hoes selling bundles up out that bitch, doing hair. They had everybody up in that bitch. And they hustling. So he was like, yeah, man, I remember that night. So he told me that night. I was like, oh, shit, I remember that night. He like, that was when Twin came in there. And you say you never seen 9mm rifle. And Twin say, hold on, let me show you one. And Howard told him where it was, and you went and got that bitch. He's like, that was you and Roger came in that night. I was like, yep. Because Roger didn't run, I told you, Roger didn't run around with us like that. That's why when Roger got that now, he just be like, he be on some weirdo shit. You know how weirdo he can be.
Yeah.
So.
Like that night he jumped out my car.
Because he is scary, nervous ass nigga.
Yeah.
And like shit, what's the name that ran down on him, hit him in the head, Boston hit him in the head with a pole and shit, all that shit. Also, because Roger King ain't supposed to be, Roger King ain't supposed to be out here. That's why niggas doing you like that. Cause nigga know you don't got no street cred like that. You know you don't got no street cred like that, bro. You don't got no street cred like that. You know you don't got no street cred like that. Like, just sit down, bro. I told you that. Just go sit down somewhere. But you don't want to listen to nobody. You just want to walk around. You know they're gonna feed you juice. You got money, they're gonna feed you juice. And niggas, you know, you go anywhere and you do it. You do it.
Yeah.
You know, give niggas clothes, all kinds of shit. Shoes, every time. You don't got to do nothing. Walk in there, you say best 50-50. And there you go.
That's the same shit PJ be doing.
I know that old man, you know, fly by night ass shit.
Yeah.
And that's why we got in the car with me that day and some of others we keep doing. Because see, I'm gonna tell you what he did. So we was like 7 hours.
Son, Coop.